God does on everything. I mean, God is the provider of everything that we have and everything that we are, and all our talents and time and money and effort and everything comes from God. So I think it's entirely appropriate to give back a little bit of that to His mission, to what God is up to.
I think that just about everything that I have, all of my blessings are a gift from God.
You know, we go to work and we get paid and we get that money and we think it's ours. But at the same time, when we give money back to the church, our money, our time, our gifts, then we are acknowledging that it does belong to Him.
And I think we've been through some very difficult financial times, and we've seen God get us through those times, and you know, it just makes us so grateful for what He's done in our lives.
You know, all that money you spend on Starbucks, that's God's money, and so it's definitely a learning process for me to keep that focus, that all I have is God's, and to share that with others as I should.
Well, I think when you actually commit to giving, it's good for you because you have to depend on God. You know, you commit, and this is something we're going to do, and God's got a plan, and we're part of that plan, and this is our piece, and that's the way it's going to happen, and we trust in God that He's going to lead us and figure out a way to make things work. Even if things are a little tight, somehow God's going to come through and everything's going to be okay. And it forces us to set priorities as well, so we don't get distracted by things that shouldn't distract us.
It's a top priority because we not only pledge to the church, but we do pledge to a number of other things that are part of the work of bringing the kingdom on earth and are promoting it. And once we pledge, that's a top priority. That's not something that we decide, well, we'll wait till next month and so forth.
For me, giving is, one of the things giving is a act of obedience. So by my giving to God, I feel like I'm being obedient to God. He's what He's given me, He's really lending me. So He's given it to me to be a good steward and to use it the way He would want me to do.
And one thing that's really become apparent to me over my years is that you know, God's a multiplier. God takes things that maybe there's a small something there, and God turns it into something big. And if you have faith, and if you live out that faith, God's going to do something really good for you, as long as you're working within His will.
Okay, well, I feel like in the beginning of our marriage, we were pretty strict. 10% of everything we made went to God, and we should also spend time, serving God as well. And then life sort of happened, and when you have children and medical bills and things like that, money gets tight, and we sort of had to reprioritize that a little bit and step back on that giving until we were able to pay off those medical bills and get our feet under us again. And now we're on our way to building that back up again. But in the meantime, we really wanted to focus more time and energy and effort into serving God in other ways, just to kind of make up for that.
When I look at my calendar during the week, those are the first things that I put down and block out the time for church.
Stewardship of time is a lot more than just productivity.
I know here at White Plains, those gifts are being used to make disciples for Jesus Christ. So I think just seeing that benefit, that money, that time, that talents are being utilized for God's greater glory.